Breaking news tonight. A senior lecturer of Prince AbubakarAudu University of Kogi State, Nigeria, passed away after a heated match between him and a level 200 students of the Department of Sociology and Anthropology. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching me from. If you're brand new here, welcome to True Crime by Irene. So guys, what happened? This match was supposed to be the grand finale. However, this young girl of 22 years old by name Gloria Samuel overtook her lecturer who is 50 years old by name Dr. Olabode. Guys, can you imagine? Yeah, I'm laughing, but this is not funny. Okay? So guys, while other students are busy burning the midnight candle to prepare for their final exams in order to obtain good grades, Gloria Samuel was busy in a hotel room opening her legs for her lecturer for him to transmit her own scores. That is, you know the kind of scores I'm talking about. Like seriously. Unfortunately for her, it didn't turn up right. And she ends up in the police net while the lecturer ends up in the mortuary. So guys, what happened? On this fateful day, the hotel staffs of a particular hotel, I won't mention the name, in Kogi State, were having a peaceful time attending to their guests at the hotel when they heard a sudden scream. However, they thought that it was just high tension or the match was getting to, to the mid-half in the both parties were trying to make scores. However, when they heard continuous screaming, they said, no, this cannot just be the scream from a match. This is a scream or a cry for help. So the staff rushed into room 101 and boom, they found Dr. Olabode Abimbola lying dead. As a matter of fact, he wasn't pronounced dead. However, he was already gone because when the police came, when they took him to the hospital, he was pronounced dead on arrival. So when they saw that, they tried to resuscitate him, but all attempts met with death end. And so the manager of this hotel decided to place a call over to the police. When the police rushed there, they called Gloria, the girl in question, to ask her what happened. And then Gloria said that on this fateful day, her lecturer went to that hotel and asked her to meet him up there, meaning that they have been dating for quite some time, But why will a lecturer be calling a student or be asking a student to meet him over at a hotel during a critical period of her education while others are preparing for the exams? So it simply means that she wanted marks from this lecturer. She chose going to opening her legs for the lecturer instead of reading. So when Gloria got into the hotel, she said that Dr. Olabode had been consuming bottles and bottles of energy drink because he wanted to show her how strong and competent he is. He was trying to make her to understand that age is just a number. But he forgot to understand that you can never cheat nature, okay? Once you're above the age of 40, right? You cannot be as strong as a guy who is in his 20s. And you taking a lot of energy drink is instead causing damage to your system, because these drinks react differently, especially if you have a health issue. And presumably he consumed more than the normal dose. And so during their encounter, he collapsed. And suddenly, Gloria started screaming and calling for the hotel staff to come help her. And before they could get in, he has already passed away. So the police rushed him immediately to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival, whilst Gloria is in police custody for further investigation. Guys, it is becoming so common nowadays, this issue of older men passing away during the act or after the act on the body of younger women. Like, what are these men looking for? An old man of that age, why will he not stay home, relaxing, and the wife giving him some juice, fruit salad, things to make him healthier? And to know that this particular man, when he goes back home, he will tell the wife that, oh, I'm so tired after a stressful day. He will not be able to perform, not knowing that he's busy out there with younger, energetic students of his department who are young enough to be his children or grandchildren. Imagine, it is said that this particular lecturer has been noted for that, having an affair with students. And Gloria is not just the first. He has had a lot of students. Presumably on this particular day, he has been, doing a routine check on all the students he's involved with, since it's the midterm examination period. It's the final examination period. So that's a way for him to get at them. Now Gloria is in a big mess. She's going to retake that course. The time she was using to, impress this lecturer, if she would have put this time in studying, she would have done so well. And guys, mind you, some people are out there saying that, oh, do not expose her face. Oh no, we're going to do that, because if she's not being exposed, other students will continue sleeping with their lecturers, thinking it's a normal thing, and they'll be like, oh, after all, they're going to, hide my face in case any incident occur. Hell no! We have to stop this. Look at this young girl in this picture. She looks so innocent. I bet you if I meet her on the way, I wouldn't even think that she can do such a thing. Not knowing that she's so active with older men. Guys, this is so disgraceful. Right? And I believe nobody will want their children to be caught in such an act. The earlier we start exposing such acts for other students to disease from it, the better. You're going to school, you have a whole long semester, maybe 3 months. What have you been doing? Just sleeping alone. And probably she's not sleeping just with that one lecturer. Maybe she's sleeping with other lecturers just to, get, to get extra points instead of us studying. Whew. I can imagine the shock when this lecturer's wife heard about this extramarital affair. Believe me, this exposed him a lot. If the wife didn't know he was having an affair out of their marriage, this one right here is an evidence. There is nothing else. Like, if it was just a text message, the wife would have thought twice, but this is a clear evidence. And what is he going to tell dad? Whew, a man with children at home and a wife? Oh my gosh. This is really so sad. So I hope other students, female students, could learn from this and desist from such act, because this is going to ruin this little girl's future. And you know, things on the internet, they never go away. They are always there to remind you when you get older and you want to get married. Oh, there is a reference. Young ladies, go to school, study. Your education, it should be your priority to, get high scores, not by sleeping around with lecturers. We have all been there, okay? And we studied hard. Your case is not an exceptional. It's not an exception. You can do it. And please, I hope other students will stay away from the lecturer's bed. These men would not give you anything, just a mere C. Whereas if you read by yourself, you can have an A and you can defend your grade. Mind you, someday you're going to graduate and you're going to be in the job market. So if you do not write your own exams, how are you going to defend yourself? So guys, my condolences goes to the lecturer's family. However, it is so disgraceful, and I hope other lecturers could learn from this. These students are entrusted to you by their parents. You are not just their teachers, but you are there as a parent to them, a guardian. And instead of you to encourage them to study, you are there having affairs with them. Oh my gosh, it is so disgraceful and disheartening. I hope other lecturers could just stop this. If you want to have affairs, please check out older women who understand the signs and of, high blood pressure, stroke, and leave these young girls alone. Please comment your thoughts down below in the comment section. Until then, see you on my next video.